Hi guys, Martin88 here and welcome back to another FIFA 21 video. Now today we've got my tactics video. These are the tactics that I used to finish 9th in the world last week, and to be honest, they're the tactics that I've been using for quite a while. There's a couple of little tweaks in there, but on the whole, they're the tactics that I've been using all year. I know that a lot of you have been asking for them. I have done a couple of other videos on it this year, but I just thought I'd put a new one up there for you guys because you wanted it based on my new team, etc, etc. So yeah, just wanted to say that's the tactics that I used to finish 9th in the world last week. So anybody that says that they don't work or they're no use, well, they do work. It just depends whether you can adapt to them or not. So yeah, that's enough of that. Let's get into the tactics themselves. I hope you like it. Without further ado, let's get into the actual tactics themselves. So, on screen right now, you can see my team. Now, the team does have a massive impact to squad battles and being able to play on Ultimate or being very successful on Legendary. Because you need a certain type of player. I think we'll go into that in a minute. First of all, I want to show you the actual tactics themselves. So, custom tactics. It's 4-2-3-1 that I play, and that might surprise some of you. I know other people that play squad battles were surprised back in the day when I was always using 4-2-3-1, but there's no doubt in my mind now that it is a successful formation for squad battles, because I got numerous top 10 finishes last year. I've been working my way up the leaderboard this year, so if I can do it using 4-2-3-1, why can't somebody else? So here we go. So I do pressure on heavy touch. I think there's a fine balance with squad battles between having it on balanced, because the AI can be quite prone to just keeping a lot of possession. So you want to be able to apply enough pressure without maybe doing one of these two, where especially if you're on Ultimate and you're coming up against a pretty good team, they could just slice through you, which is really not what you want. And I'll go on to the reason why in a minute. So I just have it on pressure on heavy touch, and I use the second man press sometimes, but I would say how I create the most pressure is by using the right stick switching, which I'm not going to lie, I was talking to an actual pro player the other day about switching, and they were surprised that a player of my level of gold 2, sometimes maybe gold 1, was quite so good at right stick switching. And I said, go and play Ultimate on squad battles, and that will improve your right stick switching. Without using right stick switching, you're gonna, in my opinion anyway, you're gonna struggle to play and be successful at the top end of squad battles. Width and depth I just have on standard as 5. Don't really want to mess around with that too much. I don't see the need. This is a big one for me, particularly on this FIFA. So I have fast build-up play, because the way that I play is almost, I let them suck on to me. I'm jockeying, not diving in, waiting for that prime moment to intercept or to barge them off the ball, maybe tackle them. Quite often not, it's just an interception. And then at that point, you just need to be quick. You need to be quick in your brain. You need your players to be making runs. I use the mini map all the time to see where everyone is located, and then it's just go, go, go. Because even on with good legendary teams, I'm talking 100 chemistry, it can be difficult really to break them down if the whole team is behind the ball. So fast build-up play for me is absolutely essential. Okay, and I'm going to touch on that again when we look at the player instructions. All right. Again, width, I don't change. I don't muck around with that too much. I want everything quite standard playing against the AI. But we have 8 for players in the box, because again, with the fast build-up players in the box, I just want everyone to just go. I want loads of numerous runs and options to be able to create chances and ultimately score goals, which is what you need to do on squad battles. You need them 5 goals, which is a lot more important than the clean sheet. There we go. So let's have a look at how this sets up in game with the 4-2-3-1 and the player instructions that I have on everyone. So back 4, I've got Tavernier at right back. Okay, stay back while attacking. Maybe that might surprise you, but with what I'm saying about being so attacking, but on squad battles, I think you really need to keep your back 4 nice, rigid and flat, to be honest with you. And of course you just need loads of pace, agility and ideally strength, but pace and agility and good defensive stacks is an absolute must. And look at me rocking with the 4 fullback. So yeah, stay back while attacking on the right back, centre back stay back while attacking, the left back stay back while attacking. Right, to make this work, in my opinion, this next bit is the most crucial part of making a 4-2-3-1 work. Okay, and I have my 2 CDMs, which is Renato Sanchez and Curtis Jones. That is going to be Bruno Fernandes' team of the year. Curtis Jones is the weakest player in my team at the moment. It's purely down to the speed and agility, to be honest. But they are on cover centre and they're on get forward. So let's talk about the cover centre first. The AI this year likes to score by prodding little through balls. You imagine like Iniesta and Xavi. They're tiny little intricate little through balls around the edge of the box. That's how the AI loves to score. And to be honest, on Ultimate, I would say that they just do it all quicker. So I want bodies right in front of the goal. And that's why you hear a lot of people say that you just highlight your 2 CDMs, because you want your 2 centre backs just sat there and then your 2 CDMs just working across. And I'm always using the right stick switching between Renato and Curtis Jones to make sure they're as central as possible to make it tight, real tight. So from a defensive point of view, that's how that works. But from an attacking point of view, they are on get forward. Because having just the front 4 going forward is not enough, in my opinion. Quite often what will happen is, if I'm working up the pitch, the ball will go into Rooney, who is my cam, as you can see here, or maybe into Eusebio, to be honest, any of the front 4. And Jones will pierce through that left side, or Renato will pierce through that right hand side, and it's an easy layoff one way or the other. They're through on goal, bosh. 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 4-0, 5-0, whatever that may be. So yeah, that is the reason for having that on get forward, because ultimately you can outnumber their defence. So yeah, that works really, really well for me. So Cam, which for me is Wayne Rooney, I have him on stay forward and get into the box for crosses. And that is also the same for the Lamb and the Ram. This is the other important thing I would suggest. Is that for this to work, I tell them to stay forward, because once I win that ball, like I said, I just want to go. And if people are already up the pitch, you can bomb it up there already, and you've got movement, fluidity, and more chance of creating opportunities and scoring goals, which is obviously what we're after. So yeah, that's the Lamb and the Ram and the Cam. They're all on stay forward and get into the box for crosses. So getting into the box for crosses, let's think back to the fast build-up play, right, and how this could affect the game. So you win the ball back, right, and then you've got Curtis Jones, Renato Sanchez are told to get forward. You've got the front 4 already kind of forward. They'll be sat on like the halfway line or just over the halfway line or something like that. But whoever's got the ball, the other players have been told get into the box for crosses, and we're on fast build-up play, and we have 8 for players to get into the box. So all them players are doing that. Every instruction is told to them to just get forward. So yeah, I think that's just having all bases covered. And then up front, we've got our main man, and that is Eusebio. I think getting behind is an absolute must, because realistically we're looking for through balls. the simplest thing that I'm looking for is to win it with Renato or Jones. Just give it to Rooney and just play a through ball. Unfortunately, on Ultimate, it isn't quite as easy as that, but in a different roundabout way, that is still what you're looking for. So you're looking for him to run in behind all day long. Okay. So they're the tactics and the instructions. I know this video has dragged on slightly, but I always seem to talk quite passionately about this sort of stuff. So I have a lot to say, and I just wanted to go through the team quickly, because if you were considering using them tactics, you need to have the team to back it up. So I'm going to try and quickly go through this. So let's have a look. Let's start with the defence, right? So we've got Tavernier here. He's got maximum pace. He's got very, very good agility and balance, which is very important because you're going to have to jockey like hell if you're playing top end teams on Legendary or playing on Ultimate. I suppose I'm kind of talking to people that are just looking to improve, or maybe on your bucket list is to get a top 200 finish this FIFA, that kind of thing. You need defenders that are going to be able to jockey, and the agility and balance is going to make a big difference to that. And the strength and aggression as well, especially on Ultimate, because they have 99 attributes everywhere. And it's the same sort of thing across the board. So it's the same for the defenders. As you can see with Wan-Bissaka, he's got phenomenal agility, pace, strength, aggression, defending stats. So has Reece James. So has Luke Shaw, once I've put the engine on as well. So yeah, that is what you're looking for from the defenders. Something else to keep an eye out on is when the AI is pressing you massively, you need to be very considerate about who you have on the ball, because if they have low passing stats, they're going to be very prone to giving it away, and you're screwed basically. So just keep a little eye out for that. In terms of the CDMs, we're basically looking for the whole package, which is why I've got Renato here. Look at that balance is amazing, the pace is amazing, the defending and physical is brilliant. We're looking for all-round players, and that's why I want to get Bruno Fernandes in as well. Okay, something that I want to draw your attention to about the players going forward, and we're talking about Heung-min Son, we're talking about Rooney at cam, we're talking about Kent on the right, and we're talking about Eusebio up top. One thing you're going to notice, look, weak foot 5-star, Rooney's is 4-star, but composure 99, finishing is right up there as well. Heung-min Son, weak foot 5-star weak foot. Eusebio, 5-star weak foot. If you create an opportunity, you need to be putting it away. When I did my Ultimate tutorial, I said you need to be as efficient as possible in front of goal and creating those opportunities as well. And that is, for me, you've got to have 5-star weak foots up there. And Renato is 5-star as well for breaking through and piercing those lines. The other thing, you need pace on the bench. I'm not happy with my subs at the moment, but Alphonso Davies to me is an absolute must as a substitute, because he already has that 99 pace. I'm going to end up having probably his team of the season or year on the bench, and he's going to be phenomenal. Got this Romarinho as well, and I put Mount or Cancelo on as well. Okay, so there you go. There's the tactics. Obviously, ask any questions that you want. Hammer the comment section. I'm sure that I'll be able to answer any questions that you might have regarding them, and I hope that they can maybe help you go to a better squad battles finish. But yeah, that is it for today, guys. Please drop a like on the video if you like what you've seen. Subscribe if you haven't already. There'll be more content coming thick and fast, and I will see you on Thursday for Foot Champs and Rivals rewards. I'll see you soon, guys.